Wale gonna be back. What's this? Episode 3?
Yes, sir.
Episode 3. You know what I'm saying? You gotta bear with us, you know what I'm saying? We be a little busy. You know, I work at Scepter. You know,
Bag chasing, man.
I ain't no bag chasing. I be getting drafted, mandated, and all that. But yeah, this is the first episode outside of Ramadan. I'm gonna be honest, man. I ain't liking what I'm seeing out here. I'm really not liking what I'm seeing out here. You got people out here talking, making posts about some I'm back.
I'm back what?
Like,
They begging the field, begging that action.
Like we not Muslim. Like,
Yeah,
like Ramadan
like-
over, and
like-
dad's like I ain't Muslim no more.
man, it's like you saying you back being a kafir or something like that. You was just Muslim.
That's what you saying?
Yeah.
They begging them clubs and all that. They back bottles,
Hookah
service.
in the mouth. Slide down, slide on hops.
Yo.
Drunk.
Yeah, that's definitely like at the end of the day we still Muslim. People forget like even if you go to the masjid, like it's like Jumu'ah, Ramadan, it's literally we can't even fit in that door. It's everybody outside, it's ranks outside.
Right.
Now, you feel me? You get there late, you still making it the first, you can stretch your feet out in the joint now. It's, you feel me? You cool in there now. And it's like, it's sad. It's, you feel me? Especially because how many Muslims we got in the city?
Right.
Area of the city is like most of the black people is Muslim in the city. And it's like, as soon as Ramadan over, the only time you feel the effect of the Muslims is during Ramadan. For real. Like, that's crazy.
Like I just said this on the gram because you know how like everybody be acting like they want to get married on Ramadan and stuff like that. Then I get to see the real you outside of Ramadan.
Right.
But listen, how vice versa, men or women. How can somebody take you serious if you don't take your relationship with Allah serious? I can't bang with that. I can't bang with that.
Yeah, no, that's definitely crazy. Yeah, that's definitely, and it's not even, and it's so crazy because people think, like, people always talk about the stigma, like, oh, he a good Muslim, he a bad Muslim. It literally be exposing your sins.
Right.
I was talking about that on the gram the other day, like, it literally be the only difference between a so-called good Muslim and a bad Muslim is exposing your sins.
Right.
I might do the same thing to somebody. I'm not putting it on Instagram. I'm not commenting under the picture. Like, I'm going to do mine in dark and hope that Allah forgive me and conceal my sins. Like, people think, oh, I'm doing it, so I'm gonna be thorough. I'm gonna be real, and this is me. And it's like, no. As a Muslim, we got ways to do everything. Even wrong is a way to
They
do it.
just got they got comfortable with, people not be like, oh, it's Ramadan, you drunk. Oh, it ain't Ramadan now, man, so it's lit.
Right.
I'm cool. That ain't cool.
And it's crazy that you said that. I'm thinking about it. There's a lot of shirt going on out here, yeah. You exposing your sins to show off for the next person. That shirt, they can take you out the fold.
You gotta be careful. Definitely gotta be careful, man. Especially it's crazy time. Exposing sins, swearing on stuff. You know what? You wanna know what I really was burning me out with the Muslims that got us in a chokehold? Happy anniversary. I'm so tired of hearing happy anniversary. Bro, I hate the happy anniversary.
I don't want to know more.
Bro, I hate happy anniversary, bro. I hate it so much. I remember I used to work with campers and they were like, yeah, oh, y'all say happy birthday, y'all say happy anniversary. No, you don't say none of that. I don't know where that came from. I don't know what's going on, man. I do not, I hate
I think
happy
people
anniversary.
just used to like celebrating people's birthday or acknowledging it, so they just give it a different anniversary.
I definitely understand that, but I'd rather you just say happy birthday and understand that it's wrong.
Right, yeah.
Because then you won't be more conscious, like, all right, I know I'm drunk. Like you gonna know, all right, I'm a little out of pocket. People think, oh, all right, other Muslims is doing it, so it must be something to it, and it's nothing. I've never seen nobody come to me with a proof of the lil, even a shake set, nothing. Nobody can say where they got happy anniversary from.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so like he was saying, like, you might not have been Muslim your whole life. Tell me what y'all think about this right here, because I was thinking about this the other day. You got new shahadas, or not even new shahadas, you got people that converted to Islam, and then you got people that were born into Islam. So the people that's born in Islam, you know, as they get older, they kind of turn away from the deen because they had like strict households, you know. But they was forced to learn the deen.
Right.
And then you got the converter. I'm gonna say convert. I like that. They didn't really have no guys. They just going off whatever. But you got that, the converter, wanting that lifestyle, like which they came from the strict household where you had to learn the deen, and then you got the
I'm gonna keep it a being with you. Cause I was born and raised Muslim. Like I was born in the masjid. I grew up in the masjid, and then I had a point of, you know, jahiliyyah where I was out here in the mix. I was drawing, I was tripping, and I'm gonna keep it a being with you. That being raised and having that, like, it always is. I feel like for me personally, the way I was raised, no matter how far I went into the streets, I always had a connection to my being. No matter how shot out I was, whatever I'm doing, however I'm acting, I always had a connection to the deen.
Right.
So I definitely think it's benefit in growing up Muslim. But I think an issue with that is a lot of people, especially us that grew up and was like born and raised Muslim in the masjid, a lot of us never was formally taught nothing. What it was is you grew up and they said, oh, you're supposed to make salat, or you're supposed to fast, or you gotta do this, or you gotta do that. I didn't know what haram meant till I was grown. Like, I didn't know what, like, wajib. I didn't know, like, that, like, all right, I know it translated to obligatory, but when Abu Sajid had class and really taught, like, no, wajib is if you don't do this, you sinful, is that. I didn't know that until I got older. I just was told my whole life, you're supposed to pray, you're supposed to go to the masjid, you're supposed to do this. So, I think for people that convert, it's good and it's, you know, it benefits to both sides. So for the people that convert later on in life, they already know, they go straight into formally learning, reading, and all that stuff. Whereas though if you wasn't, it's people that they never read a book and they've been Muslim. Like they read, but they never seriously spent any time studying.
Right.
Their whole life for real, but they be like, I was born Muslim. But it's like, they be like, oh no, I know this, I know that, I know this, and it's like, you really don't. Or even if you know it, you don't really know why you're supposed to do it. You don't know about Allah. You don't know about, you feel me? You've just been told this is what I'm supposed to do my whole life. And it's like, I think it's good to both sides, but I definitely think that's where, for people that was born and raised, a lot of the disconnect come from us having a spiritual background or a spiritual connection to the religion, but not a formal, like, Allah, this is Tawheed, this is this, like, it's never really broken down. It's just like, you supposed to pray, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. Like I said, like I never sat down and really learned about the religion until I was older. I was just told to do this stuff. So I definitely think it's good to it though. Like when you're a new shahada, you already know I don't know nothing. So you jump into learning.
Right. Speaking of new shahada, you got like a lot of new shahadas now. They try to get straight into the Arabic. No, you need to focus on Tawheed. You need to know what you who you believe in,
bro.
Worship.
Bro, it's crazy because the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he gave the hadith to Mu'adh. He told Mu'adh, you go into a people, this is what you teach them, this is what you teach them. He gave you the whole list of what to learn. He did not say, go learn Medina book, go learn Arabic. He didn't say, go become a hafiz of the Quran. He said, like you said, Tawheed, your prayer, like, you take baby steps. Right. And you don't just read it, you literally sit down and talk. Like, I think they said, you could spend years learning about Tawheed. Yeah. Like, you could spend years learning about Tawheed, Aqidah, and that's like, stuff like that will build your foundation. And that's really the most important part as Muslims, like, we need a foundation. Cause that's when, like, cause I know me, I talk to, I be bumping into like the Kemetic people or more like them type of people. Mm-hmm. And they come to me with stuff and some of the stuff they definitely be having a point. And then some of the stuff, well, to me, they have a point with historical facts. Right. But once they start talking about spirituality and all that, right. If you sturdy in your deen, you know, like, no, you talking to no, they don't make sense.
I had a hard time as a new shahada, bro. I was getting a runaround. I was places I ain't had no place to be. You know what I'm saying? I came down. Got me right. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say where I was at.
We was at Hoffman first. Hoffman was cool.
Man.
Yeah, no. What's
Hoffman cool. I definitely like Hoffman.
No, it's like it's a this thing. Like, Wasatilla was cool. It's just at Iman Muslim, we can relate more than nothing.
It's our
You're
people,
not gonna
bro.
really understand.
I tell people all the time, bro, it's nothing wrong with it's nothing wrong with you prefer to go to Germantown because, not necessarily because you think it's the only Salafi. I want to go pray with my people. I want to go learn you want to go to Ben Baz or you want to go to the IMFC because you want to be with black Muslims. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't got to be like, oh, they're the only Salafi masjid. No, if you like going there, that's cool. The issue is when people start saying, oh, they're the only Salafi masjid. If you don't go there, you're not on it. Then it's like you're wrong. But it's nothing, me personally, I'm very strong in like, I put my people first. We all Muslim, alhamdulillah. I'm never going to not look out for the Muslims, but I'm definitely specifically targeting to help the black Muslims first. I can't help the Arab Muslims. I don't know the issues in your community. I can't help the African Muslims. I don't know what y'all going through. But the black Muslims, I know what our issues are. I can help our issues. You feel me? Like, so I definitely understand. Like, I love Wasatilla. That's Imam Noah. That's my man. Like, I love it up there. But at the same time, I'm gonna go to the center where my people at. Like, I'm gonna chill with the people I know.
It's real welcome in there too, though. Like it just feel more at home. You know, you get to talk to people. You get to feel, yeah, like you said, it's like it's more relatable talking to your people. It's like it's just better feeling.
Well, I don't say whole better. It's like there's a whole different vibe at IMFC. Like the brotherhood there is crazy.
Stamp, bro. Stamp. Like it's definitely like yeah.
And then like we was just talking about like the brotherhood is so crazy, like everybody be on good vibes, and then if somebody coming in like a little iffy, that person automatically stands out.
Yeah, if you come like, you can tell. You definitely get.
Oh yeah,
he not from around here.
Yeah.
And then it's the third part about it. If you act too crazy, they gonna holler at you in the office. They gonna definitely holler like yo, Solid, we can come to the office. They definitely gonna get, and it's not gonna be a drawn out. You gotta leave, but. They definitely gonna tell you about yourself if you was wrong.
Yeah. Oh, it's lit there.
So when we saying do shahada, cause you gotta, let's get into this. Blind following. Blind following.
Pretty sure a lot of new shahada and fell into that.
Listen, if you a new shahada, matter of fact, any Muslim. Any Muslim, don't go off he say, she say. If this person say, I heard that masjid not Salafi, you shouldn't go there, I heard they awful. Don't go tell somebody else that if you or that person don't even know that for sure. Come on and see. Come down here. Come down, because listen, I'm gonna be honest. I've just seen a lot of people. Bro, there's a lot of people coming to this masjid now, bro.
Yeah, bro, it's definitely, bro. No, you wanna know what the funny thing is? I see a lot of people, the Germantowners, the Ben Bazes, they come in and they in there, they don't want to answer no questions. Yeah. They don't want to say, yo, as soon as class over, they get right up, get up out of there. They don't want nobody to see them in that trunk. They in there a minute, it's like I'm a minister, but I'm gonna get up out of here. Right. It's like, yeah, it's funny. You know the thing about us, and this is why, like, anybody that know me, you know I'm rocking with the center. If you say anything about my old head, my guy, what's up? Where are you getting this from? What's your proof? How is it? Because the thing that I bang with about the center so much, and this is why most of the teachers that I take from, whether it's Sheikh Tahir, Imam Hanif, Ali, and Musajid, all of them, I've had points with these teachers where they made mistakes. And they might not have did it on camera, but after the class or doing whatever they talk, they come back and be like, I made a mistake. The brothers that talk about them, y'all, I've never heard y'all ever make a mistake. So y'all perfect? Y'all nobody ever felt sure? Nobody never, so y'all just been perfect 10, 5, 10, 20. It don't make no sense. They
Yeah.
admit they human. They be like, yo, no, I messed up here, or no, I should have, and they correct it.
Mhm.
It's like dudes be tripping, man. They be, and then another thing that don't make sense to me is, at Wasanjit, Ali, and Jamil all went to the same school.
For sure.
All was hanging together. Everybody was chilling together. Jamil Finch, the brother from Ben Bad. Yeah.
Oh, in the L
He wanted it.
Let's
But
talk about
all three of them went to school together.
This is mad.
All three of them pretty much had the same teachers.
Stan,
Everybody studied together. Everybody kicked it together.
for sure.
So how you gonna tell me
Sam won't be on.
I can't? How you gonna tell me I can't take from Ali and Abu Sajid, but it's okay to take from Jamil? Like I don't understand how that makes sense. Like it don't make no sense to me, bro. Like you gotta come to me. People are like, oh, you can't take from Tari. You can't. Where the proof at? Oh, well, when they was at the masjid one time, a brother that he hanged with some innovators. He walked behind them and they said "Salam alaikum," so he cool with it. What, bro? Yo, but that's how they be. They were like, oh, when he was saying, he said, and in the video, we chopped it and screwed it, and then they be crazy. I used to really be in there, watching the video. What they say?
I'd be so surprised that it'd be like Masjid issues.
Bro, it'd be real.
I was so
Wow.
I didn't know nothing about it
Crazy,
until
bro.
later on in life.
But, like,
And then you think about it, they be all cool at one point. They all was cool at one
Right.
point. They be like,
Well,
whoa,
no,
where is
this,
it? You know
this
what
is
I'm
the
saying?
thing. Like I never hear anything said about
And
bad
yeah, but-
shit that's on like
Crazy, bro, bid'ah. Crazy bid'ah.
Like
Crazy.
nothing.
Worshiping the prophet birthday, every bro.
Yeah.
Crazy bid'ah. What? You wanna know what's crazy? The tough thing about when I was at Sister Claire during Ramadan, Imam Okasha, he came there for Tarawih one night. He said, Philadelphia is the city of the Sunnah. And he was just talking about, I thought about it, and we like the only major city that we don't really, like, it's no popular messages in our city that are on bid'ah. Every popular message in our city is Quran and Sunnah. And I think that's so tough. But it's like, everybody want to be, like, it's so much good in Quran and Sunnah around that now everybody like, wait, what you want? Like, it's like you're looking for an issue, and it's like, we don't got that many issues.
Mm-hmm.
But people want to focus on the messages that's cool rather than, we do got some messages that are out of pocket.
Right.
Talk about the messages that are really out of pocket. Don't talk about, you feel me, the ones that you know cool for
So
real.
this is what I'm gonna say about that. Just be Muslim. Like, don't worry about dumb problems. Like, you're never gonna learn anything if you just focus on, I can't take from this person. I can't take from this.
That's
person.
that's later on in your dean and journey.
Yeah, like
Don't worry
I
about
was saying, if you level 0, don't worry about level 13.
That shit, wow, that shit.
Man, I'm not even on level 13.
If that person that you probably, wanted to model yourself behind or taught you something or anything that made you want to become a Muslim, if they ain't teach you nothing that's like beneficial or they getting into who's over here don't do what, get away from all that. Just learn Islam. Islam is not about that. Islam is perfect, we are not. So when they get into who is this and who is that, we ain't on that. Just learn that.
I'm gonna keep it a thing. Next person that say anything to me, let me hear your class. Let me hear y'all Fatiha, bro. If that joint chopped and screwed,
You got bigger fish
come
to
down
fry.
here.
You're right.
You need to come down here, man.
People definitely got bigger fish to fry. Like, we be worried of. It's priorities, man. Philly is a city with our priorities messed up bad.
Everything is worried about everybody else, never about yourself.
So, a little off topic. What do you feel about these mass shootings that's been going on?
It's crazy.
It ain't had my head, but that's crazy.
Well, you know what's crazy?
We got mass shootings.
I was about to say that. I was talking to somebody one day.
It's not like a mass shooting, but somebody dying almost every day.
Oh, yeah,
bro.
yeah, yeah.
It's crazy in Philly how you watch a documentary. You were talking about serial killer. You watch a documentary about a serial killer, and we as black people, we look at it like, oh, these white people crazy. The whole time, Lil Ron from on 33rd Street
things.
been dropping them since he been dropping ops. He got about 8 notches on his belt, In our head, look, Ron hitter, he this, we don't never look at it like, he's a serial killer.
Right.
He's a serial killer that needs a documentary that we can tell.
Right.
But it be like sometimes, like you said, in Philly, it's mass shootings. If dudes is spinning, they might not go into a school, they spinning blocks and dropping 30.
Bro.
Them young boys drop like 80 shots. They don't, like, it's different. Like we think we so far away from the white, and it's like, no, we definitely, it's close. We closer than we think. We ain't going to no daycare killing no kids, nothing crazy like that, but.
And then, John sprayed she went in there and sprayed pepper spray on the kids.
Yeah, shit. Yeah, I heard that.
That's crazy.
Majority of these young boys that's out here drunk.
Muslim. Yeah.
Right.
Bro, I remember at least a couple years ago, he was giving a khutbah. He was talking about how one of the captains, one of the white shirts, was talking to him about during Ramadan, the crime rate go down.
Yeah, I heard
in
that.
Philly. And I'm like, yo, that's crazy to me. That the Muslims is terrorizing the city so much that during Ramadan the crime rate go down. That is wild. And that's sad. Like that's how much control we really got in the city, and imagine we just come together. Like, why we don't got no school, we barely got like leagues and sports leagues. Like every league in the city that's Muslim is like unknown or small.
That's why
it's crazy.
That's why I brought up that blind following. Like, leave that stuff alone. We got.
All they do is set us
We
back.
gotta come together.
Bro,
Like,
come on, definitely gotta come together.
Imagine it. Imagine if Philly had one Eid, bro.
Like,
Every man should just come out there for
Crazy.
one Eid.
That'd be crazy. We need, bro. That'd be crazy.
the whole.
That'd be crazy.
To try to piece this up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna drop no gems right now, but it's
You
no
gotta
working
be cool.
on
You gotta
that.
go make it cool. The big dog.
Yo, this episode is brought to you by Fillmore's Gourmet Sauce. You know what I'm saying? It's my old head Jahad Jones. This right here is the bubbling brown sugar sauce. Or I put this on a salmon cheesesteak before, bro. It went crazy. 2 hammer.
And it's crazy because, like, going into the whole unity thing, like, that's where our roles as men come in. Because at the end of the day, the men are supposed to be the leaders. Like, we supposed to be the ones, and I really think it's more in our generation. Like, I think our age group, like, that 20, 30, or like that range, we the ones now that's really stepping up, trying to put stuff together. Like, we the ones that's really trying to come together and build platforms and put, like, I ain't gonna lie, man. To me, a lot of the older brothers be in the way. A lot of it's crazy, because not the old heads, like the back in the day Clara brothers, like the 60s, 70s, them old heads. It's that, like, our, like, parents' generation, that 40, 50, a lot of them brothers in the way. A lot of them, like, they just don't be, I don't feel like they be stepping. Yeah, like, I really feel like they don't be stepping like they supposed to.
It's like it skipped the generation of old heads. Like, I feel like I had old heads. I had them people.
I definitely, it's like I got old heads, but when it be like, it just be
it's
like
rare though. It's
it's so rare, bro. It's so,
yeah.
and it'd be weird because, like I was saying, like, if you really can't, if you try to bridge and connect with them old heads, they only want to deal with certain people. A lot of old heads, like, even if you cool and you're like, yo, my man, and they be like, no, I don't know your man. I don't know. And it's like, dang, bro, why you acting like that?
Right.
It's like the old head's real, like, if you ain't taking it how I'm giving it, then I don't got nothing for you. And it's like, nah, bro, you was a young boy. You was my age at one point. You should understand what it's like to be hard-headed and stubborn and, like, you gotta have a little more patience. But these dudes, like, I ain't gonna lie, it'd be goofy. I feel like our generation, we dealing with a lot of the goofy stuff that they did.
Right.
Like, we don't.
Or let happen.
Yeah, bro, it was a lot of shenanigans, bro. I be telling people all the time when they be talking about, oh, deadbeats. I be like, I don't know too many deadbeats, realistically. Like, I don't know a lot of dudes that's just not in their kids' lives. It might be dudes that's beefing with their big mom, she not letting them see the kids and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, that's more realistic. I don't know anybody that just, unless you're on drugs or you in the streets, I don't know nobody that's not taking care of their kids.
Right.
I'm glad you said that. Sisters, if you know this boy taking care of his kids, don't look for another brother and try to dog him out while he taking care of his kids. You telling a new brother, yeah, yeah, my child, my baby dad a deadbeat. No dang on well, he really taking care of his kids.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy out here. They definitely
A
wild.
lot of these sisters need to get checked too. They the reason behind a lot of stuff. They just can't keep getting these passes. These deadbeats, they be the reason behind a lot of it.
Maybe the reason why a lot of these dudes is dead. Forget me, dead.
No, I ain't gonna lie, bro. The John, I think her name, Don't Call Me White Girl.
Yeah,
She
Mo.
said that one day. She was like, a
She
lot of
was
the stuff
talking
going on in the city is because, like, females is coming, bro, I literally know, like, it happened around my way, bro. Bull got murked because his wife, like, his chick lined him up, like, because she telling him, they said this, they said that, the whole time. It didn't happen like that.
Right.
You putting the battery in his back for nothing, and then he bopped around the corner and get his head knocked off his shoulders. And it's like, it didn't have to go like that. All you had to do is let it, once they said it, what it is, let it go. If you really care about that boy, even if he would have went around the corner and murdered him, or killed whoever you wanted him to do, now he in jail he can go to jail for the rest of his life.
She just want to have a story that's
You know, they just want to feel like, my man did this, my man did that, and it's like,
No,
not
yeah.
fair.
You can't really care about me. I learned that earlier on in my younger days. One of my coaches did that. Was telling me a story like that, and it made the most sense. It was a situation where we had a tournament. We out Charlotte, whatever the case. One of my teammates had an issue downstairs with another team or whatever the case, and things was getting heated. And he came straight upstairs like, "Yo, bro, come down here. I'm going through with these dudes and all that." And after we came downstairs and everything got settled, we went upstairs, and my coach was telling me like, you gotta watch people that'll call you and put you in certain positions that can either cause you harm or, put you in a position. You may get in some type of trouble because it's like you got D1 athletes and all that. He go down there, punch on him, he lose all types of scholarships. It's like, do you really care about me? If I know for a fact that I'm going through it with this whole block, hey, she go around here with me right quick, man. I'm about to go through it. I can't really care about you like that if I'm putting you in that type of position. You know what I mean? You gotta watch people that's like that. Females too, though. Like, I feel like if a chick easy to call me, or whoever it is, family member, I understand. But yeah, these dudes just doing this, come around here. Whoa, because I'm automatically gonna think, what did you do?
Bro,
First of all, I'm not one of them
real,
because I already know how females are. What did you do? Because I know ain't nobody just coming out of their mouth to no female like that.
I ain't gonna lie, that's where I think as men, we gotta understand it's okay to talk. Like, it's okay to pull up in a situation and talk to another person as a man.
Right.
Cause I had a situation like that before. I was about to, like, one of my kids, the boy had did, like, his son had did something and knocked my daughter over and she started crying. And him and my baby mom got into it. And I'm like, wait, from the rip, I come down there, we come up, you feel me? I ain't like, no, we ain't gonna go down there, I'm gonna go talk and see what's up. Boy ended up knowing who he like, no, my fault, it wasn't like that, and it's like, it was that simple. Right. We ain't got to spin a block, we ain't got to tear shoot this. It's like, as men, it's like, you got really, because in my head, on the way down there, I'm thinking like, all right, if we spin on them, I got to pay for her to move, and you got to keep, now you got beef, you got to watch, it's like, you got to think. You got to definitely, you got to stop and think sometimes. That'll save your life.
Yeah, stuff don't be that deep either, though. You get that serious. There's all a conversation.
I was watching $1 Million Worth of Game when King Von told Gillian Wallow. Another reason for a lot of this stuff out here, people don't know how to talk to each other.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. You say some slick stuff like that, I'm not going off your top.
Right.
You got it. All right, I'll be a B word. That's fine. I'll be a B word. I'm gonna get a bag. I'm gonna get a bag and I'm muscle. You hear me? You hear me?
Alright. Yeah, a lot of men sensitive too, though. Some people can't take that type of conversation or can't take that approachment like, hey, bro, like, I heard this situation with like, now it's, what you want? What you mean? Like, it ain't even that deep. Like, if it was that deep, I'd have came down here, you wouldn't even knew what was what. You know what I mean? So if I'm coming to talk to you, it shouldn't even be that type of situation. But it's just men, period. Men need to go back to being men. Like, I feel like there's a lot of sensitive and emotional men.
Bro, I miss the days when you could rumble somebody and that was it.
Yeah, and shake hands, like that. I rumbled somebody before and shook his hand.
Bro, we don't even gotta shake hands.
crazy.
We can rumble every time but I missed the point when it was like, back in the day, when I was in school, it was like, it was more value for life.
Right.
Cause like getting a gun was like, oh no, it's there. Like
Yeah.
it was steps to get it before we went
Right.
straight to just get the gun
Right.
and go smoke them. Like it wasn't just as soon as you say something, I'm coming to get a gun.
You went from one-on-ones, you might get shot.
You feel me? Like it was steps.
Then you getting smoked.
If,
Like,
if it go there, it's like, oh no, they terrorizing us. They keep beating us every time they see it. It's like, no, we gotta take it there now. From the rent nowadays, it'd be like, you get in an argument with, then you go straight to the gun. Like, dang, bro, you can't throw hands. I'm just gonna punch you in your face. You pull a pistol out on me. I'm trying to steal you.
yo, like,
It's crazy.
Yeah, definitely nobody.
speaking of that too, like I had to check myself about this before too, like making fun of the dead, bro.
I ain't never had to check myself.
No, like it was one time like I thought that was like a funny thing until like I really had
Talking about people dead, folks.
yeah,
No.
like I really had to sit back like yo, this person not coming back no more.
Yeah,
Like
it's over.
I still got a chance out here, but that person don't.
I don't know, man.
It's crazy, bro. I'll be glad that my brother, like, I don't like nobody in my family, like, are no rappers or nothing like that, because my pop checked, and I'm like, I don't know how good I am in my, you feel me? I don't know if my D that strong to be able to control myself. Somebody started putting my dead pop in a rap song, or if one of my homies gets smoked, and somebody started putting my homies in a song, like,
rap song, bro. Like, it's just, bro. I'm gonna be honest. That stuff is conversation now, bro.
and it's crazy, because, like, yeah, I
Like,
definitely,
a lot of weird stuff is becoming normal.
yeah.
It was one of these little rap boys just passed away a couple days ago. He put his
They
no.
made this song.
He made a diss song like 3 days, and he like 3 days before he died. Like 3 days later.
Oh, he's a favorite Philly.
Philly, yeah,
Oh.
Philly dude. But that like stuff like that's crazy though, because I feel like people take that saying like you only live once outside of like religion and all of that type of stuff, but you only live once. I think people take that so lightly. Like you ain't coming back, bro. So you want to be talking about people, you want to be talking about dead people and all. You gotta not care for life. Like you gotta like.
They only live
They
one side of the
don't-
Joe. They only think I'm only living
They
one
think
side.
it's
I'm
Call of
living
Duty. You
crazy.
will respond to something. It's over with, bro. It's over. I don't care how tough you are. A lot of people is out here scared to die, bro. Like, so for these people to just be running around talking about people like that and don't have, it's like, and then it's like, all right, you got big families. You got a mom, little sister, and all y'all don't care about none of them. Like people is desperate to the point they will kill your mom and talk about it. Like, yeah, your mom should have ducked or something like that. Like,
You know,
that's crazy, bro. Like,
It's crazy, bro. I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. As somebody that was in that mindset at one point, like, Sam tell you, there was a point in time I used to really, like, when I was younger, I'd be on some man. He'd tell me, like, bro, you gotta live for your folk. Like, 'cause I was tripping. He'd be like, you gotta live for your folks. And I'm like, man, they gonna be cool.
No.
Like, I used to really say, bro, I used to be tripping.
No.
And I always think about when Wallow talked about how he was in jail, he's like, you gotta go insane to stay sane. A lot of these street young boys like that, when you in the streets, it's really a different world. Like, when I was in the streets, we don't, like, y'all civilians. Like, people that's not in the, you civilian.
Mm-hmm.
So, to me, I was super in the streets, so, like, you not held to the same rules as I. Like, to me, if a dude that go to work 9 to 5 all the time, he call the cops, I don't look at him like a rat. You're a civilian. That's what you're supposed to do.
Right.
For me, it's like that stuff applied to street dudes. So for me, it was like if somebody spit on your crib, and then for me as a street dude, I felt like it was responsible of the street dudes to protect their family.
Right.
So if somebody spit on your crib and your mom living there, me personally, I didn't blame the dude that spit on your crib. I blamed you.
Right.
Cause why are you still there? And why are you sitting in front of the crib and you know these dudes on you just spit on that block this morning?
Right.
And you want to be chilling at auntie crib with all the babies outside hugging the kids and everything. You know what you just did this morning. Like, it's a different world. So when they in it, like, you can talk to them young boys, but they don't hear it.
It's a status thing. Like,
Yeah, bro, it's living, you really live them rap. I ain't gonna lie, and it's sad because when I was in the mix, like, I used to really live them rap songs. Like, the rap was the work. I got older now and I realized rap music is not real. But when you in the streets, that's literally what you living by. Like, we literally used to rap songs and change the words around to our ops or the niggas we was beefing with. Like, we used to think that was funny. Like, that's life. We rapping, cause we putting our block in rap songs and we like.
Yeah, that's the craziest part to me. you want to go kill somebody, then tell everybody you killed them. And
Cause
you want to be a cop? Do you want to be a gangster? Like you want to tell them
you
this
retarded, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
It's really like a cycle
When
of
you
stupid
in, bro, when
stuff.
you in the streets, bro, you are like a lot of the stuff you say is stupid. The way you think, the way you
That's how you know a lot of people really not in the streets though. A lot of this real street guys, you never gonna hear them going on the internet or no type of rap talking about what they did to something. They ain't real street dude. That's your man smoked the boy from up the block, so I'm gonna rap about it because I'm the rapper and I know about what just happened. But I'm gonna keep his name out of it. I'm gonna just tell the boy that died and how he died, so he know I know. You know what I mean? So it can look like I did it. It's just stupid.
It's definitely stupid. It's a different world. And I think a lot of issue with our people is sometimes the people that's like the imams, the people that's leaders and stuff, I don't think a lot of them didn't come from that place. Right. So it'd be hard for them to a lot of them to connect with them young boys that's living that type time. Because they don't know what it's like. Like people don't know what it's like to be in that car when you're on your way to move that move. They don't know what your mindset is. They don't know, like, you don't care. You don't care. Like, people like, oh, you didn't think about. No, I didn't think about them kids. I didn't. That's not my kids to think about. What I thought about was, he shot my man earlier, I'm going to kill him. That's what your mindset be. So when you try to tell these young boys, think about tomorrow, they thinking about a 20 to 40 ain't that bad. They think, bro, when I was one time I was booked, it was me and a bunch of young brothers. We was all 22, I think I was 21 at the time, 21. We all ran that age, and we sitting there talking, and we justifying the 20 to 40 like it's cool. Like, we really sitting there like, yo, 20 to 40 ain't that bad.
Like, nah, 40, like,
bro, we really sat there and said, we was like, yo, we said, you come home when you 40. We said, this is what we came up with. You come home when you 40, but jail preserve you. Because you take care of yourself while you locked up. So it's really going to be like you 30, and then you can still live. Bro, we really sat there, and I look back now like I was a dummy. Like, I don't want to get pulled over by the cops. You talking about doing 20 to 40 now?
20 to 40.
Bro, I be like, yo, it's crazy.
I'm just saying, 20 to 40, I like my freedom. I like eating sandwich.
Bro, there's nothing wrong. Yo, it is nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with going to work. There's nothing wrong with going to work, take care of your family. I realize there's nothing wrong with going to work, come home, go to the masjid, like doing what you're supposed to do as a man.
Like you were saying, like people act like they scared to die. I am. I am.
Definitely not ready to answer for what I did.
Yeah, like I got a lot more repenting I need to do.
Yeah.
But we gonna wrap this up because we ran away though, ain't it?
Okay.